Oh snap!
What's
I'm
up?
on the show.
Welcome to the Run My Block Show, everybody. I'm your girl KeyIce, and we got my co-host Don Dada filling in for Grandmastar Monstar. How you doing today, Don?
I'm doing good, man. I thought I was on the wrong show for a second. I'm like, oh shit. It's good to be back. Now I'm saying it's been a
Yeah,
while since I hang out with you.
yeah. For those of y'all who don't know, Don is co-host of Freestyle Friday Show, and he just had a great show last night. But today he is helping me out. And we have a special guest in the building today. We will get right to it in just a moment. We have some birthday announcements that I want to like. This show actually, we went on a 2 week hiatus, but we're back. And I do. There's like a lot of birthday shout outs. But let me get it. Go ahead and put up the birthday banner real quick and do these shout outs because you know how I like to showcase the birthdays. Um, First
Happy
off, we had
birthday.
Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa had a birthday September 8th. Again, we haven't had the show for a couple weeks, so going all
Mm,
the way back. DJ
nice.
Baby Blue Diamond out of San Antonio, Texas. Shout out to her. She had a birthday on September 8th as well.
Happy belated birthdays. These are all belated birthdays.
Yes, belated birthday. Very belated birthdays. Slim Thugger, September 8th also. Happy birthday. Big Daddy Kane, the legendary, September 10th. Ludacris was September 11th.
Nice.
And Two Chains, September 12th. My cousin, I like to do the family ones too, you know what I'm saying? My cousin Rika, she had a birthday also on September 12th. Happy birthday to her.
Nice.
And my twin cousins, Brianna and Bryant, they had birthday September 12th also. And then the legendary producer, Dave O. Beats. Sorry, my dogs like to be in the show. Dave O.S. Beats, he had a birthday September 19th.
Nice.
Sorry. Will Smith, September 25th. That was yesterday.
I didn't know that.
Y'all shouted. Well, Sean shouted him out yesterday. I think that's when you were having some technical difficulties. But yeah, Will Smith had one, and then Ti had one too yesterday. The legends, you know what I'm saying? And then today we got Little Wayne. Little Wayne, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Weezy. Ooh, okay, it's Weezy birthday. Okay, I might have to do a rap for Weezy. I got this rap with Weezy.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I'm talking about. For real. But yes, and today I also want to give a huge welcome to Chris Brown. He's actually in San Antonio today. He has a concert, his Breezy Bowl. Everybody's going crazy. I'm seeing a lot of chatter about it, but he's going to be over at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. The show starts at 7 p.m. So right after our interview, you'll have a chance to get over there, you know what I'm saying, and check out Breezy Bowl with Chris Brown. And also shout out to Bryson Tiller. He's also in town. And I heard that Chris had ordered some Wayne's Wings, the very, very popular wing, like chicken spot in San Antonio. Everybody, whenever you come to San Antonio, you got to check out Wayne's Wings. But Wayne himself said that Chris Brown ordered lunch through him. And yeah, that's major. That's major. So shout out to them. But yeah, what have you been hearing about the Breezy Ball? Like, have you been checking out like some of the footage from it?
New York don't really watch a lot of stuff from the South like that. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't
What?
really.
He's from Virginia though.
Yeah,
And he's
I ain't
going
heard about it. I ain't heard about it yet.
what?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's
Oh,
doing his thing though.
oh yeah, he definitely is. And I mean, he's been going all over. I'm pretty sure he's going to New York somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I actually saw Chris Brown a couple years ago in Austin, and man, his show is phenomenal. I was actually able to get pretty close up. I'd say probably about 10th row, and it was amazing. I was really mad. My phone my phone died though, So I didn't see it in the video or anything, but it was amazing. I mean, definitely a show to check out if you have not. I mean, now it's even bigger though at the stadium because Alamo Dome, that's super huge. So if you
Yeah,
can't get close up, I mean, I saw they still have the super high seats, but I'm like, it's still worth it. It really is because he does a lot throughout the stage and the arena. So but yeah, y'all check that out.
never been to a Chris Brown concert.
Oh,
Never been
okay.
to a concert. Honestly, I don't do concerts.
You don't do concerts at all? Oh wow.
I
Okay.
did one had that would involve my job. I work at Essence one time, so we had to go to like the Essence concert. That was pretty dope. That was my first
Okay.
concert ever.
Oh, that's what's up. I mean, if you're gonna go to one, then yeah, if that's your first, that's definitely a great first concert to go to. But yeah, y'all. Without further ado, we do have a special guest today in the building in the flesh. It's not his first time here. It's not his second time here. Second, third, one, two, three. It's his third time here. But we would like to welcome special guests, and let me get the claps ready. Okay, here we go.
Cheers.
Legend Legacy City in the building. Claps.
Fabulous. What's going on? New York is in the building. What's going on? Safe Town in the building. What's happening? What's up, everybody? What's going down?
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the
Man,
show.
thank you
And
guys
Back.
yes,
for having me back.
yes, and you did mention yes, Saytown Hip Hop's definitely in the building as well because I also am with Saytown Hip Hop. So
Yes,
yes,
sir.
definitely repping for them.
Definitely,
But it
definitely.
is a pleasure to have you back on the show, and there's so much to talk about actually because you've been super busy since the last time you've been on the show. So y'all excuse us if the questions kind of go a little bit everywhere, but I'm gonna try to try to go in order, especially once we get to your latest album drops. We'll definitely go in order for those.
Yeah, let's do
But
it.
first of all, because not everybody has seen you on the Rep My Block show before, so can you remind everybody what city you repping?
Yo, representing I'm representing Metropolis, Tri-City area, Phoenix City, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia, Fort Benning. So, what I'm saying? With Dixie Line, baby. We in the building to hold it down. You know what I'm talking about? I've been in Texas too long, holding it down. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, right.
Yeah, but I'm
All
always
right.
to the fullest. Not Atlanta. I'm Columbus, Georgia, Phoenix City, Alabama. So I'm gonna hold it down. So put on for the city where I'm out here.
That's what's up.
Yes,
Really
ma'am.
appreciate you for sure. So, okay. Can you tell us, like, summarize before we get into the specific questions? Can you summarize what you've been up to since your last appearance on the show?
Well, the last time I picked up where I left off. The last time we talked, just picked it up and took it up a notch. This year was my 10th year in San Antonio. So I made my goal is to drop 10 albums by the end of the year. Right now I'm at eight. Out of the 8 albums, 6 of them charted already between Amazon Music and iTunes Music. By the way, that means people been buying my music. They'll have no streams. That's all purchased. There's units moving. So that's what I've been doing. In December will be the last drop. I think I'll be past 10 or 11. So we just finished on Let Me Vent 4 today. They've been highly requested uh, for people to for the finish my Let Me Vent series. But yeah, man, that's what it's been pretty much, just adding pressure, just continue adding pressure and raising the bar. And, you know, it's showing people that it can be done without the industry. You know what I'm saying? So you can just know how to market, know how to spend. It's not where you spend your money, it's how you spend your money. You know what I'm saying? So show them how to do it. There ain't no gatekeeping. You know what I'm saying? So just shit. When they close the door, I just buy the building. You know how I'm moving.
Oh yeah, I know what
You
you're
know?
talking about for sure.
Yeah, done doubt. I think it might mute.
Yeah. Have you run into any issues down the line?
No, man. The biggest issue, of course, I've been trying to do this. I took this route of this, what's the name, a domino beach type thing. So I want to take that route and see what that really about a lot. You know what I'm saying? The pros and cons of working with that and how it works, so I can learn more contracts, learn third party. And most of the time when I'm dropping, is the reason why I'm working with this particular area, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. So the biggest thing has been a lot of contracts. The only hiccups I have, I have had was the album with all my celebrity guest features. iTunes went out under those contracts due to the fact that I guess multiple people have them or whatever the situation may be, but they don't want to pay the celebrity, whatever it is, for being featured on that particular song. So we took the routes of now we just buy the vocals and build a beat around it so it make everything original as much as possible to go through that. But besides that, everything else been smooth. You know what I'm saying? I already have a budget. My management team, Applause Management, we already planned this out last year, how we was gonna drop for my 10th year anniversary. So August 29th was I dropped 3 albums, April 26th, April 25th on my birthday. I do that every year. So I dropped 2 on mainstream and I did 1 directly to consumers through Even. And man, I made buku good money off of Even directly, man. I'm talking about like over $1,000 in the hour. You know what I'm saying? I made $1,000 in an hour and it kept rolling over. So the highest I'd had somebody to pay $100 for one of the albums. So I was 50, 40. So that really let me know that people around, my fan base and people that really rock with me, they value my music and value the message that I have in my music. You know what I mean? So they made me really step up my craft because they paying $50, $100 for a 12-track album. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I gotta apply pressure. I just gotta go hard because I can't let them down like that now. So and then we start pushing the vinyl records. The vinyl's been on delay because of shipping from overseas and stuff. Y'all know how the taxes and the tariffs going, but for those 80 people that bought the album directly and spend all that money, your vinyls are coming. I got y'all vinyls coming. I got your hoodies. I got the new Street Legion Nation imprint shirts for the radio and all that good stuff. All those people that buy them, we sending them a whole package for that. So we just open the momentum, and then in December, I'm retiring from the music part. For as an artist, I stay focused on the mentorship and production. So that's what That's what I'm gearing up for right now.
Oh wow, I didn't know you were retiring from the music side in December. Okay, well that's a whole nother. Okay, we'll go into that in a minute.
Yeah, this December. But listen, by the time I drop these last 4, I will have officially hit the 25 to 30 mark album in my catalog. Wow. I got 30 albums in my catalog.
Nice.
So what's next for you after that?
Next, I'm mentoring. I linked up with a group called Thugging for Christ that deal with foster young men. So foster care at 18, you age out. So we got these shelter homes for 18 to 24, and we teaching them cognitive skills, emotional intelligence, emotional maturity, sustainability, responsibility, accountability, and they go through our program, and we help them get jobs, help careers, and help them get apartments. So we're going through that door. We're doing trades, sending them to college, military, or people that got careers. So we're teaching them social skills and how to properly, deal with people in the world. Because I know that sister being in foster care, especially from a child up, is almost like being institutionalized. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking my energy and time and platform and resources to try to put prevention in place for those young men, so we can get them. I don't want them to be YNs, and we can try to load the statistics. So we can't wait on celebrities to do it for us. We got to do it. You know what I'm saying? We got to do it ourselves.
Is this something that you've been working on throughout the music, or is this something that you decided to do once the music was over?
Yeah, I was gonna do that regardless. So now throughout since I've been here in San Antonio for the last 10 years, I've always been active in the community. You know what I'm saying? I just don't put everything on camera. You know what I'm saying? So feeding the homeless, why put it on camera? I don't need a pat on the back. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Feed the homeless, go to homeless shelters, helping people with their rent, just different things I do outside of music while running my business. So I've been doing it for a long time, but my ultimate goal was to be a part of it, and then go into the juvenile systems and talk to these people, bring the mobile studios and build morale. So the whole point is, if you birth a purpose, you know what I'm saying, we can abort the violence and the poverty. You know what I'm saying? Opportunity is to remedy the poverty. You know what I mean? So we got to provide that for our future, our youth and stuff for that nature, especially our young men. Trauma don't have a religion or a color. So that's how I go into it, and that's how I'm living it. You know what I mean? So I'm steady learning every day. So it's been my overall goal, and that will eventually come into the school being open that we're working on, opening the Street Legion Academy. Still working on it as well.
Okay. Yeah, and I do remember you speaking on the academy. All of those things are very amazing. I think because being in some of the San Antonio Black business groups, I often see people asking about what is there available for young Black men, and that's really awesome that you have, you have your fostering program coming up, Thugging for Christ. Sorry, I
Yeah,
have bracket.
yeah.
Don,
Thugging
you
for
can
Christ.
find another.
Thugging for Christ is with Pastor Mashawn. He's a he used to be an ex-gang member, ex-drug dealer, went to prison, came out. He got an amazing story. Him and his wife got an amazing story. And so when we met and got into contact and stuff of that nature, it was like, bam, that's something, like everybody know for the most part, everybody know my story. Once I got out the military, I was homeless out here for 2 years with no family and no nothing. And like I said, I refuse to live with a woman. That's not a hustle. So I'd rather step under a bridge and just get it out the mud and make it happen from there and just build and build. So I relate to it. The thing is, they got an advantage. They actually got people that care for them and different things of that nature. So that was pretty cool. And I just step in with my resources and make it, and put it out there, and bring some of my grant writer friends in, bring some of my people that got careers that know how to get trades done, that know how to do stuff in the military. So these different things is I want to bring and make things happen to that degree. You know what I mean? So that's what it's really all about at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
what's the bigger goal? What's the end goal that you plan on getting out of this? You know what I'm saying? What's the plan? What's the future of all of this?
The end goal, man, is to shit. My only competition is me. You know what I'm saying? I mean that like not just I ain't talking skill set and this and that. It's just doing something that never been done. Jay Electronica, he dropped 4 albums. I ain't saying he beat me or anything, but I did the research. I wanted to make history in San Antonio, something that's outside of hip hop, right? So I wanted to be the first artist, not the first hip hop artist, not the first rock artist. I wanted to be the first artist to drop 4 albums and get all 4 to chart within my first week sales. And it ain't a shouts out to you guys for making that article and put it out there. So I know other people see it, they ain't want to really talk about it because it's who did it. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily I got bad blood in the city, not at all. I don't have no problem with nobody in the city, no platforms, anything of that nature. But sometimes we want our homegrown to make those type of histories, and we may get passed up. I don't take it personally, but it's documented. You know what I'm saying? I was the first to do it, and I'm gonna follow up again in December. I may drop 5. I'm already 4 albums in. So you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then what I'm saying, for as that goes, that's like yeah, man, my end goal is to just solidify my name in history as an artist, solidify my name as a hip hop artist. I know I got lyrics, I know I got bars, punchline, double entendres, et cetera, et cetera. And so when you Google my name, AI make up something. You know what I'm saying? Been covered in the news from the Source magazines all the way to U.S. Times, and then carry that influence over and build our community, give the game to the people, to our young people, and teach them financial literacy. So I don't strive to be a GOAT. My altitude is the eagle altitude. You know what I'm saying? We breathe different. So that's just the way. That's my end game, just to leave that mark and that legacy and let it be done. And records are meant to be broken. Somebody may come back. Besides K Reno, K Reno dropped 7 albums all in one time. That's a Houston legend that they don't really talk about, but he did it. But for San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? I did that. You know what I'm saying? I did that. So
you really did.
So it ain't no end bust about it. It's solidified in history. I wish I could go on platforms and get more write-ups. I mean, I got write-ups, Trill magazine. A lot of people did write-ups and stuff on it because they didn't think it was gonna happen. But I've been planning this for like a year. And the 29th, Erykah Badu dropped, Chance the Rapper dropped, Joey Badass dropped.
Yeah, you were beating them out. I saw that.
Yeah, the clip was on the 2-week killing spree. So it's just like, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? So knowing the algorithm and hey man, research, tools, and apply. That's how you beat the game.
Yes, and I do want to deep dive a little bit, just a little bit into some of the albums, in particular the four. But before we go into the four, can you talk a little bit more? Because you did touch base on the one that you have on Even, but there is more to that one as well. That because you also are contributing back to the community for that one as well. So can you kind of speak on that?
Yeah, so that was a fundraiser because I'm getting that check ready for a particular football team. I'm gonna keep my word and make sure we deliver that after everything's said and done, because I want to see how the money pay out, because how the artists get paid out. Just had to, I didn't want to put the carriage before the horse, so I just had to go through and see how everything works. So I do have that money aside for the football team. They may be out of season when they get it, but he'll be able to use it for that. So that was that. And that album was a very, very personal album to me. A lot of my people on that album are now deceased. You know what I mean? And so like their emails and stuff of that nature, their family, whenever somebody buy it, they immediately get paid. So as soon as somebody spend $100 on there, that $100 is split among whoever on that song or throughout the whole album and different things of that nature. So everybody got paid directly. Same thing this year with the Alamos Queens soundtrack. I did it through Even first. Every artist on there get paid whenever somebody purchased that album, and then we released it online. You know what I'm saying? So that was the concept of that, just controlling and getting that direct monies directly to consumers. I advise every artist to do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who really rock with you. You'll be surprised.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I think that's awesome that you did that, and just basically sharing the pie with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's awesome. Now, if we get into the fourth album drop, because I was so excited when I saw that. I remember you mentioning it before that you're going to do something like that, but when I actually saw it, I was like, "What? He really did it!" So that was so cool.
Appreciate it.
Let's speak on the order. Okay, so I'll first actually, we're speaking to you today. I don't have to say it. If you could tell us just the names of the albums first, and then the order.
Yeah, the name of the album. We got Year 10, Love Language of a Hustler, You Too Old to Be Rapping, and Among the Stars. So
like Among the Stars, man. That's official.
Yeah. Appreciate it, bro.
Oh,
definitely. Yeah. So we did I just said in the order. The way I recorded it is one big ass cinema movie. Excuse me, because it's one big cinema movie. So Year 10, talk about the struggles and stuff I got here. You know what I'm saying? How I did it. Then Love Language of a Hustler. You learn everybody hustle different. New York hustle different than down south. Down south hustle different from New York. So you have to learn the love language of a hustler. And that implemented learning the environment, learning the industry in the city, learning the highs and lows, learning how to be in relationships in the city, how to business in the city. So you're learning the love language of a hustler. Because a lot of times, if a non-creative is dating a creative, they don't know how to speak that creative language. You see what I'm saying? They don't know how to create. They don't know how to speak that creative language or that hustler language. You know what I'm saying? The corporate world dialect is different than grassroots dialect. And you know what I'm saying? And tech dialect is different than, video game dialect. So, it's a culture inside a culture. You just got to learn the love language of a hustler. So it talks about going through the highs and lows and learning yourself, being in love and not like, dang, you got to pick, are you going to risk your salvation over love, or are you going to put your dreams on a back burner for love? That will lead to resentment, and you got to deal with, people resenting you for that. You know what I mean? So not intentionally, you don't want to, but shit, y'all went out. What they say, you went with me in the gym. Y'all was sleeping with me under that bridge.
Want to chill with me in the gym? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, and then you too old to be rapping. You hit your stride. You know what I'm saying? I'm 41 now, so they think it's a young man game, but nah. I rap laps on you. You know what I'm saying? I actually freestyle. I don't. They know shot.
Better as you get older.
Yeah. So last time I was on here, I freestyle. I think somebody took a shot at me. I let it slide because I had some business to do. But I freestyle for real. I don't write them down, then memorize them. I freestyle for real. You know what I'm saying? And on my albums, I don't write on my albums. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I punch in, sometimes I vibe, depending on it. You know what I'm saying? So look, you too old to be rapping. You know that it was. You know, people in my hometown made it come in. You still rapping? Boom. I'm not rapping to be famous. It's a sport now. I don't know if you know, but if you Google, I got the #1 mass media company in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rapping to get on. And so I'm doing it for the love, but You Too Old to Be Rapping covers old topics. You know, so we talk about, you know, growing up when your mama said an entrepreneur mean you're gonna be broke. You don't got no job. They ain't believing stuff like that. You know, making grown man music. I got a song called Gentleman on there. Even, and you know, I don't make songs like this, but I got a song called Turn the Lights Down Low. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I figure I'm old enough. I'm almost a half a century. I can talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then Among the Stars, it's just like, hey, all right, I'm everybody on here, nobody gonna out rap me. I'm gonna really rap and go in the arena and show them why I'm Spartacus. I'm gonna care who it is, from Method Man, Red Man, Project Pat, you know, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, Mac Dre, Snoop, DMX. I got a lot of backlash for the Snoop song when it first dropped as a single, but yeah, I can't tell that man not to go to no ball. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But it came back around and we doing what we doing, and the album is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Everything lined up, synced like I wanted to, and it's doing what it's supposed to. From my monthly listeners almost up to 21,000 monthly listeners a month. The album, it opened the doors for the other albums and getting a lot of feedback from everything else. So it really put me in an arena where a lot of people like, oh wow, he can really rap. He MCing up there, you know what I'm saying?
You got this track on there called "Tuck Your Pride," bro. That shit crazy, son.
Listen,
The beat is crazy. This shit fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who you had feature on that, man? That was insane.
yo, shouts out to my homeboy Face the Misfit. Let me make sure I
He
get
did
Face
his
the
thing, bro.
Misfit a shout
He
out.
did his thing on that, bro. For real.
Yeah, broke
I played
scared.
that shit like 3 times, bro. I was like, damn, bro, that shit hard, bro. For real.
See,
Tuck your pride.
what happened? My uncle is a huge Method Man fan, and he was like, you know, I don't think you can rap with the God like that.
Oh shit.
And so when it comes to you talking
really?
rap gods, I
Yeah.
become an atheist. So he's like, I don't believe your top 5 basic list or your God MCs. They are atheists. You know, so so Red Man. So I just have to show the tone can go with anybody.
Hell yeah, bro.
So thank you.
Nah, that was good, man. And then you got one called, I think it said Hood Girl. That
Oh
was a
yeah.
good one too, bro. You know what I'm saying? So just tell me, man, where you get the ideas for these titles, bro? Because these titles seem like they got more meaning to each one of your titles, bro. And another thing is they all relate to the song that you're saying. If you listen to the song, you can see why you get the title. Like, well, how you come up with these titles, though?
Because most time I have a theme. I have a theme that I want to go with when it comes to certain things. You know what I'm saying? So like Hood Girl, you know, Pharrell Williams is all about marketing. He's hot right now for producing Louis Vuitton, different things. And you know, Pharrell unorthodox. He'll come and do all that shit. Then he'll come with everything else. But when you listen to the hook and how we talking about a Hood Girl, we're not talking like ratchet. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to give a different, you know how Boys in the Hood, then you got the movie Dope. They both in LA, but it's different sides of LA. You see what I'm saying? Or you got, the Kings of New York. You got Frank White, then you got this part that'll show a lighter side of New York. You know, so that's how we want to do it for Hood Girls. And it's universal where you can be a hood girl, be intelligent. And if you listen to the woman's verse on there, she's talking about being faithful to her man. She's talking about her man. They bigging each other up. And shouts out to Heather Renee and Jimmy Starr for being on Jimmy Starr, the one that got the Ron Isley thing going on there. So we wanted to add a little bit of culture to the
That was
song
hard.
and to blend those things in and bring everybody together to deliver that classic song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, all of those songs are awesome, and I mean, I listened to all 4 of the albums, and I listened to some of the previous music you had out, of course, as well. But just to backtrack, to kind of go in order, the order that you had told everyone to listen to the
Yeah, so
album.
it's year 10.
Okay, so
Love
year
Language of a
10.
Hustler. Yes.
Yes.
Then it's Love Language
of
of
a
a Hustler.
Hustler.
Then it's You Too Old to Be Rapping. Then it's Among the Stars.
Okay. And so I actually listened to them in that order, just to kind of get a feel, like, because when you listen to It looks like Don's frozen. Let's drop Don for a moment until he
Yeah. Got you. No
gets that
worries.
right. But because you know when you, at least when I listen to songs, I typically listen to albums in order of the sequence of the tracks. I know some people they tend to listen like in shuffle order, which is
Yeah.
I don't get that for albums. I'm like, to me, albums you're supposed to listen to order. So it
Yeah.
was really cool to experience the albums from that perspective, like the albums in order and then tracks in order on each album. And so for the Year 10 album, one of the songs that stood out to me was the Nipsey Shakur. And first of all, I like that all of your albums have great substance, and I feel like just the lyrics and everything, like it's always so put together. And I'm like,
Thank you.
when you say, I don't know, I'm just like, man, like if you really wanted to be even bigger, like you could definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? So
And I get
I
flushed
get
at
kind of,
believe it or not, behind the scenes about that. I do have a lot of celebrity friends and a lot of celebrity producers that really want me to, bro, this is what the game been missing. This is what the game been missing. But I just choose not to. I don't I don't want to be on no shape, form, or fashion. I want to be able to help who I want to help. I want to be able to show people you can do it without compromising your back hole and your soul. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely take my time and want to compete with those people to show that, you know what I'm saying, I'm me with it, you know what I mean? With whoever, whenever, so the thought process of going into putting a project so big together, you got to make them coexist and then be able to make each album, a stand on their own. You can listen to them on their own after you get whatever, or you just listen to them on your own if you want to, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I made it and took time to do that.
Okay. I mean, I think, I mean, I definitely respect that, because I will say I hear so many stories it's not even funny. So I definitely know where you're coming from.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, for the Nipsey Shakur song title, like what made you choose that particular song title for that track?
Because I felt like I love Nipsey Hussle. I love Tupac. Those are my two favorite people, just my two favorite entities as people, and what they stood for. Nipsey Hussle did the independent route for all the way up until Victory Lap, and while he was doing the independent route, he was building his community. So I really related to that, and I always like Nipsey. I've been a Nipsey Hussle fan since 2006 when he was on the Tupac album with the song Bad Intentions. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been a fan since then. And then Tupac, I grew up off of Pac, and I just like the message. I mean, when he went crashing out, I like him when he crashed out too. But overall, I like the message. A lot of people said he didn't have the skill set and stuff of that nature. Even though they say he's overrated, he's very underrated as well, because he didn't come out with no slouch. You had the Wu-Tang, Def Squad, Method Man, Redman, Eric Sermon, Boot Camp. You had Who's Who, Public Enemy, who was coming. I mean, Tupac, he survived all those people. You see what I'm saying? He was outselling Biggie, and
he really did.
You got to understand the era. He wasn't in no punk era, and a lot of people was out rapping Tupac. Big L. I'm talking about, when I say out rapping, I mean lyrical, metaphysical, got these schemes and pieces. And Tupac is, I feel it in my chest, in my soul, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? That passion he bleed kind of helped him survive in the message. So I think along that, and that's how I feel like when it comes to the hip hop game a little bit. It's like I know I just survived. I know it's a lot of dope MCs and rappers here in the city that they're really doing their thing, and I love them all. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I feel like at times I don't get the look. And then when they get in the arena, maybe I ain't as active as I should be, or seen, whatever it may be. But I didn't survive all that, and then I'm making history while I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Selling albums, streaming, showing you how to do it. So on the way, I done backed it up, and then just bars. And as a producer, I done produced over 100 artists out here in every genre, of every color. And I haven't even posted that catalog up. You know what I mean? So I'm talking from.
We need to see that catalog. We need to see that. Yeah.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my time and put everything together for the last 10 years of everybody I done produced, and then I'm gonna send it to you, so you can see, like, I done did it in every genre: a gospel, jazz, spoken word, comedy, rap, hip hop, pop, blues, Southern soul. I done did it every genre just to prove that the formula of the business and paperwork works the same. That's why I did it. And right now, I know people see the same plaques up there, but I done got so many plaques, I can't even order all of them. It's well over 50 or 60 plaques just as a producer. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That's from South Africa back to America.
Amazing. Amazing. I mean, I know you actually kind of made a comment a moment ago about kind of not necessarily comparing yourself to other San Antonio artists, but like not being out there as much as you probably should. Have you considered, because I know the last time we spoke, you were like, you really not into like the performing and all that stuff, but like, is that something you've been considering doing? I mean, especially having all these drops this year in particular, have you thought about putting on your own concert?
I was told to, and if I do, I probably do it with the Street Legend family. I bring the Street Legend family back together and have everything go through there, and I'll do a set. But when I'm out and about, most people like to hear my poetry, you know what I'm saying, more than my rapping. They like to see me perform my poetry more than my rapping and stuff of that nature. So I've been thinking about it and brainstorming it or not, you know what I'm saying, making it an exclusive situation or not. So, but before just going out doing this, I got to keep I got like 20 plus years of emails and 20 plus years of a fan base where I don't have to do shows. And most I promised them once I get done with this in December, all the albums I got, I'm gonna go back and shoot music videos, and there'll be music videos dropping 2 or 3 videos a month.
That'd be really good. I was gonna ask about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm about to drop, so that way I'm getting all that out the way and I can just have fun. Drop, because by that time your stuff will be rotated and well synced inside Illuminate and in sound scan and all these things, and I just take the songs and sync them again through the music video and get my MLCs and stuff all through the video. So just giving it that time to run and like that. I know people be like, yo, shoot the song, then drop the video, but you know, it takes time for it to really sync and catch up. So by the time that's done, by the top of the year, we got all them Black Magic cameras, so we're gonna be working it.
Okay. That's what's up. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, and then, you know, as far as the spoken word comment, because I mean, your spoken word is excellent as well. I mean,
thank you.
Do you have, because I know you say you're going to retire from the music side, but I mean, are you going to put out some spoken word albums?
You know, I was planning on putting out a spoken word album this year. I still got time. Like I said, we just finished Let Me Vent 4 today. I got the album Therapy that's already done. We're finishing up Post-Traumatic Love Disorder, PTLD, Post-Traumatic Love Disorder. And then the fourth album, you know what, it may be a full-blown poetry album. I may just do that, and I'll just finish off with a poetry album. Yeah,
that'd be real tight.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, that's what's up. Let's speak a little bit on I also want to mention Deserve It from year 10 that was placed over on our Home Base Radio Hip Hop and Sing playlist featuring King Fedaro. Is King Fedaro out of San Antonio, by the way?
No, King Fedaro is out of Atlanta. He's with DJ Payne One Count. You know, as I made King Pharaoh like years ago. I'm talking about, like, if you go back listen to some of my albums, you'll hear him on there before they really started. Before he really started popping and doing classes online and singing online, I was already on what he was doing. So, and I was like, this, matter of fact, Let Me Vent 4 is him and DJ Payne One dominant production and writing on there for it's like the producing the beats and writing the hooks on there. And I just rapped the whole time on there just to test myself a little bit. Whatever concept they sent, I'm on it. But I wanted a soulful but very heartfelt that can, you know, pull on the heartstrings and stuff on that. So Let Me Vent 4 is one of those things where it's fit the theme of December, because like I said, I got my album Therapy coming out as well, with my therapist talking on it. He's asking all the questions, and every song is an answer to the questions. That's the theme.
Oh, your real therapist is on it.
Yeah. So
okay.
My therapist is on there. There's some of the things I deal with brokenhearted. me breaking hearts, me being insecure in certain areas, me, the little boy in me that I was searching for validation. This last drop is gonna be very vulnerable on talking about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Uh, everything is not off limits, and so post traumatic love disorder picks up in those same things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually for the first time talking about my time at war, the soldiers and my friends that I lost, and the thing like
Okay.
you're gonna learn a lot. Like me, I don't do a lot of barbecues. I go around barbecue. I'm triggered. I've seen burnt bodies in real life, so it takes a lot.
Man.
So I'm talking that in depth with the psychological part of everything, and the human side, and just being a man, and just certain things you probably want to hear or expect. So it's gonna be very. This is my intimate stage. Just the intimate stage. April, when I drop April 26th, elusive love. We are not friends. I'm establishing the tone like we're not friends. Y'all have shown it. So stay over there. So I came at it. Boosie, BG, Mozzie, Joel Santana's on there. Bad News, my boy Sir Charles Artist on there. I got a lot of my hometown people spread out through my album. You Too Old to Be Rapping. Shouts out to Big B Silver. He's on there. Guest appearance from Philly Mike's on there. AB, PB Down is on there. Tuesday, Tuesday do a lot of hosting around here. So income, you got Oxtalitis on there. So I have a lot of outside the normal people that I would have, and just hitting different markets and different things. Bunny 3 is on Elusive Love. She bring that sound, that elusive sound, you know what I'm saying, that I want to just experience with, and things of that nature. So Elusive Love, and it was number 7 on iTunes, and I think We're Not Friends hit number 5 or 6. I've always been in the top 100 since.
So many charting songs.
I've been on a 5-year killing spree though. It's been a 5-year killing spree from 2020 when I actually started back rapping. You got Let Me Vent that did 1 million. Then follow up with Let Me Vent 2, and I'm Still Venting, and Motivate Yourself. The EP and the album did well. Then Let Me Vent 3 dropped the following year, along with the Book of Uriah. So I was dropping multiple like each year anyway. Book of Uriah got nominated at the SCA Awards. I was the highest nominated artist, content creator in San Antonio that year. And the album got, along with Killer Mike, Grammy Killer Mike, Key Glock, a lot of these people that was nominated album of the year. Wow. Let Me Vent 3 went up and did another 1 million on its own. Then I follow up with the and you brought this to light. I followed up with the Standing on Business. Standing on Business debuted at number 1 in the country. In the height, in the mix of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, I still managed to sell enough records to be number 1.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So followed up this year and was like, well, this is year 10. 2025 is year 10. So, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna crash out. So we did like I said, my first drop is gonna be in April. So I dropped, like I said, We're Not Friends, Elusive Love, You Are Important to Me. I dropped that, and then the summer I dropped the soundtrack to Alamo Queens, which is doing the final touches of the TV series / mini movie. So that's 4. And then I just dropped 4 again on the same day. The actual day I landed in San Antonio was August 29th, 2015. So that was important to me to drop on that day, and had them in marketing and make history by dropping 4 albums in one day, and all on the charting before Wednesday. Friday through Wednesday is your first week sale period, guys. That's why you make your pre-sale links 90 days out. So that way, when your album go live, the pre-sale links go live and it shoots you straight up. So if you get 450 to 1,000, you could possibly get on the Billboard's hot charts. So that's between Amazon Music and Apple Music. And if you wonder why I didn't go for the Billboards this time, because I had money spread between 4 albums and marketing. So if I do one album and hit both charts, I'll probably get on the Billboard easily. Just give me y'all.
Yeah, and I remember you speaking on that as far as like because I remember you did say that this time around Amazon Music is one of your targets for like.
Because it's so hard to get on Amazon. You know how hard it is to chart on Amazon Music? It's crazy. And then, crazy thing, Love Language of a Hustler charted bestseller, mover and shaker, and it charted in R&B. I had Beat Sierra, so I was like number 5 or 6, and she was like 7, 8, 9. I was like, oh, not my goodies. Yeah, so you can't take it away the fact that I'm going against the elite.
Oh yeah,
I'm doing this independent and I'm going against the elite. So if you don't realize I done figured it out already, then I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to show you. I'm not going against just no anybody's. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think you've definitely proven that. Like even before this show, you definitely proved that to everybody. Have you do you see people? Because you have so many accolades that's not even funny. And I know, haters come naturally. So, even if you didn't have all these accolades, you have haters anyway. So like with these on top, the accolades on top of everything, how do you see, because I know oftentimes in your music, you do kind of speak on the haters. And I want to talk about this one track in particular. How do you counter like haters in general? Like, where do you hear about them from, and where do you counter them? Like, do they usually be in like comments?
It's usually just falling in my lap. You know what I'm saying? It's usually just falling in my lap, and I don't go looking for it. I don't go looking for it. I'm not out and about like that, going and looking for it of that nature. It just usually fall in my lap, and they have the receipts with it and stuff of that nature. So it's just like, I mean, you don't got to talk around me about me. You just invite me on or hit my line up directly. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, at the end of the day, I just show you. I'll show you again. I'll show you again. I'll show you again. They were like the
I think
iTunes.
they know this too. They know this.
Yeah, and I mean, whether they tell me they listen to my music or they don't listen to my music, but I mean, you got to be curious when it's 20,000 people listen to your music monthly, and and I'm the type of person, I show you my highs and lows. You know what I'm saying? I show you my high. This year I may have very low streams, but I got very high sales. You know what I'm saying? So I show you my highs and lows. So at the end of the day, you're not gonna please everybody. But when you flex and stunt, it's cool with me. I congratulate you. I'm gonna always celebrate you. I'm just gonna cash a bigger check every time. Like I said, you ever seen a goat get thrown off a mountain? I have.
Yes, you have for sure. But yeah, I do want to talk about U2O.
Yeah.
You basically dissing everybody on this track.
Nah, man.
U2O. I wrote some of them down. Okay, here's some specific ones because I already know you had to be talking about somebody specific. U2O to be clubbing with your grandbabies. Like, where'd that come from? I was like, what?
I mean,
somebody out there.
You started thinking about people?
I sure did, because I already know some people that do that.
Yo, chill. I wasn't talking about nobody in particular, but at the same time, it's like you can't tell nobody they too old to be rapping, they too old to be doing this. Don't let nobody kill your dreams. Don't let nobody kill your ambition. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the whole point is. Like, since we're gonna point out you too old to be rapping, well, let's point out some things you too old to be doing as adults. Let's just get to it. You know what I'm saying? So I just went down a list of stuff you should too be old to be doing. That's all.
Okay, you too old to be homeless with goats in your mouth. I was like, what? You were going all in on everybody. I was like, whoa.
No, go ahead.
You're just a 9-to-5 workers. You're just you too old to be dripped out. Your kids not. No, that one. I can name some people for sure. Yeah. You too old to be wearing Jordans. Your kids don't got. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's just things that you too old to be doing. Like, I just feel like you're too old to be doing that's more impactful than rapping and living your dream. I'm successful at what I've been doing. You may not say I'm BET successful, but however, I'm super successful. You know what I'm saying? I can buy
Yeah.
anything I want. If, you know, it's just the things that I want. I got to work a little hard to get, so that I don't buy them. Like I'm trying to buy a little legacy city. That means I'm trying to buy land and put a 20 to 30 to 40 tiny homes on there, gated up, and call it Legacy City. It's gonna cost me a
That'd
little
be
bit.
real
So
tight. Yeah. That'd
that's
be
what I'm
real
working
tight.
on. I've been saving
Nice.
for it for a long time. So we spend our money different. I could get a street legend medallion. You know what I'm saying? I could get everything that I possibly want. But at the same time, it's like I got bigger goals and bigger things that I'm trying to do. So, you know, if I'm too old to be rapping, you're too old to be rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I definitely got the message from that.
yeah.
You have another check on there I wanted to ask you about for this. And I'm sorry, I actually skipped I'm going to go
No,
back to
you
Love
good,
Language.
you
I'm a
good.
hustler. But for the you too old to be rapping, there's another song you have in there, Dot Cancel Culture. I wanted to ask about that title because I know she put a dot cancel. Like, what was the dot canceled about?
The
The
dot cancels
punctuation in it.
that
Yeah.
Because it's selective. It's selective. That's why it's that. It's selective. Me and my brother, my brother, man, I just reunited with my brother. I've been knowing Chronicles since my senior year in high school. When I graduated high school, when I was going to Alabama State or whatnot, and when he came back, I was like, "Yo, this is what I want to focus on." Cancel culture. It's like we cancel all the results, but never cancel the origin that got us those results. You cannot say like I was telling my brother Kron, you cannot say dope, trap, pot, cocaine, crack without saying the origin of Ronald Reagan. It's impossible. You cannot say Ku Klux Klan, Jesus Christ without saying John B. Kennedy, who did it in 1865. You cannot address the problem. I mean, the problem that's birthed from the issue and don't cancel. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Okay.
well, let's deal with cancel culture then. And a lot of the people that try to cancel our culture are the people that we built. Louis Vuitton, Gucci. Nobody said why we haven't canceled Balenciaga for around there screwing them kids. Sexual assault and
Yeah, I
sexual.
have a problem with that one. Yeah,
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
get
Y'all
that.
walk
That
around
was
with
really crazy. Yeah.
walk around with big Balenciagas on. Don't cancel none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just selective outrage. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing selective outrage right now. So they're like cancel culture. So it's selective
Oh
outrage
yeah.
right now.
Okay. Selective outrage. Okay. I do now with this selective outrage. Now this is off the topic of music for a second, but I do have a general statement about selective outrage because I've noticed it too, and actually me myself, I stopped posting a whole lot after I noticed a lot of things when
Yeah.
people, like when they tend to go one way and not the other way, how they they'll put people down that are on one side of things, but then if it's somebody within their under their same
Community culture, thought
yeah.
process, same ideology. But it's the
Yeah,
thing
it's like
about it.
a lot of group think,
Yeah.
going on. People aren't really thinking for themselves. So I do understand what you mean there. At the same time, these algorithms are so crazy that like TikTok, you see one, like I was scrolling one day, I saw one what video was that? Oh, with the where your fans at. I watched one where your fans at video, and then all of a sudden every other video was where your fans at. So
Yeah.
the algorithm also I think pushes that type of selective rage
Yeah, of
theme,
course.
I would say for sure.
And
But
that's
yeah,
where hashtags and stuff come in at, and you target market.
yeah,
So like so I got a lot of empowerment stuff on a lot of stat leaders and stuff for that nature that read stats and different things and stuff for that nature. So, so a lot of this stuff I'm familiar with. I mean, from Candace Owens to Charlie Kirk to your Nipsey Hussle to your different politicians and different things, and you can see the selective outrage and different things of that nature, and you can also see how things are manipulated. I mean, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like even with this, with Kirk's death, like how you mad at people that don't know who he is and don't feel no type of way. They're just like having a distant uncle who dies, and your mom tells you, you be like, oh, okay. So I'm sorry to hear that, but I don't feel nothing because I don't know him. I don't have no personal connection to it. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to things like that, I think you can't crucify nobody for not knowing. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh
think
yeah,
you
for
can't.
sure. I mean, ignorance is bliss lately, for sure. There's a lot of
Yeah, it's
things
like,
I know
you
for
know,
sure I didn't want to know. I would have been happy not knowing that.
yeah, you know what I'm
But
saying? But like you said, the algorithm is pushing that to you to know. You know what I'm saying? And
yes,
you're just like,
it
oh,
is.
okay, cool. I
It
mean, I'm
really
sorry
is.
that
Yeah.
that happened, but I don't feel nothing, and you get crucified for not feeling nothing. You know, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
so
Unfortunately, that's how. Yeah, and it's just get worse, really. But
yeah,
anyway,
it is.
back to the music. Thanks
Yeah.
for commenting on that. I was just
Oh,
curious
you know,
of
I'm
your
with it.
thoughts.
I ain't saying that controversial this time. Usually, I'm
No, you
chilling.
didn't, and I
I'm chilling.
appreciate that.
Anytime, anytime.
But yeah, going back to discuss love language of a hustler album. Now this one, I noticed that this one you started off with a spoken word track, your weaponized poetry.
Yeah,
And I was like, okay, this is different. When I first heard that one, I was like, okay, so maybe this one's gonna be all spoken word, but then you switched it up
yeah.
and then
I'm
you
gonna give
started
you
with
a
the
all, Kia. I'm gonna give you an all spoken word album, December 5th, December 5th.
okay,
You'll get it
December
before it
5th.
comes out.
Okay, December 5th, writing that day down. Okay. Hone you to it. Okay.
All right.
But and then you have In Due Time. I like that one with Kodak Black. I was really
Yeah,
feeling that. I was really feeling
appreciate
that.
it.
And
Appreciate
so No Price on My Soul, feature Polo G. That one, No Price on My Soul. Like, where did you come up with the concept behind that track?
Because I mean, I can't be bought. I can't compromise. I can't be bought. No shape, form, or fashion. You know, I talk about some things that's over people's heads, like the 13 Bloods, the Paul Landis on his iron. It's a lot of secret society stuff that being exposed. You know, I talk about the boule a lot. And a lot of people tell me like, "Yo, chill." I'm like, I ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying? It's up, then it's up. They hire black people, celebrities, famous people to, keep their people in check. You know what I'm saying? Or whatnot. So I discuss all that different stuff at the end of the day. So that's why, those who feel like I should be more mainstream, I should be doing this. Why? I spent half of my life building somebody else's army and building somebody else's dream. So nobody finna
Yeah.
censor me. Nobody finna let me not educate my youth or my people or be aware of things. So, a lot of people just found out who Uriah was 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So they question me like, yo, well, why the church always talk about David and he did this to Uriah? Even though I was rapping from Uriah's point of view, you know what I'm saying on there. So when it comes to those different things, that's where no price on my soul, no church price, no worldly price, nothing. There's not who's right and who's wrong. It's what's wrong and what's right. There ain't no in between. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. Okay. And what made you pair Polo G with that particular concept?
because Polo is you can feel that spirit versus flesh when Polo rap. If you look at his career and his music, you can feel the spiritual warfare along with his fleshly warfare
Yeah.
that he
Okay.
go through. You can see it in his music. You can hear it in his interviews. And I just felt like tapping into that, these guys go quiet for a reason for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of stuff that really tests your moral compass and tests see where you really at and see if you pop out or whatnot. Same thing, like once they get educated, they move different. People laugh at comedian there, but he's one of the richest entities out of Houston, regardless of how you see it. He may not be the popularist, but the man investing is jumped on tech ahead of time. And so with Polo, I just
Yeah.
felt like I go through that. My even though I'm on a fast, scene like you're moving slow. You know what I mean? I'm talking about on a fast, trying to get closer to God, but you're moving slow. And I'm going through life in the mission. So, just to talk about and being able to say it comfortably without disrespecting the higher power. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Oh
why I
yeah.
just feel like Polo was on, he'll be a good fit on it. And plus, I wanted to show the YNs I can rap with any of them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that because the YNs, they need to be checked. You know what I'm saying? They they need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be checked. I
Oh,
see some of the
man,
stuff. I'm like, oh no.
I got some surprise guests. I got some of their favorite rappers. I'm murdering them. Murder them. I got some of them I got to.
Okay, that's what's up. And on Born from the Struggle, I thought that one's featuring Lil Wayne and Chronicles, and on that one, I was really interested in hearing. I mean, the whole track, but in particular, I noticed that Lil Wayne's flow on that one was more of like his back in the day flow, and so I thought that was because like now he flows little.
See,
Like
when
his
it comes
voice, it's just
so
the way he does his voice. So I
so
was like,
what
okay.
happens is a lot of them guys they'll quote unquote give you a throwaway verse. You know what I'm saying? Want to rap
Mm-hmm.
like this and rap like that and rap. So that's why if you notice at the end of the song when after Chronicles goes second, I'm like, I'm not taking it easy. Like that's how you want to play it. I'm gonna play it the way you want to play it. So Wayne clapping like a seal. I'm some seal. Let me rebuttal the skills. Now you scar like seal. Hotchkotch, hot box make you sing like seal. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to show you like once again, like I just feel like I know I'm elite. When it comes to that, I know I'm elite and I'm not gonna get barred out. You know what I'm saying? To that
Okay.
point, I'm gonna bring my
Right.
best, and if I still get use I whatever is whatever, but you see it, it's gonna be really, really hard. You can't do it. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. But so yeah, so
Okay. That's what's up. And then for the Among the Stars album, there were actually some tracks on here. On actually some of all of them, I don't think there was one that we didn't place anything for. Yeah, like weaponized poetry. We actually have a spoken word playlist, melodic
that's dope.
spoken word for the soul. We had placed that one over there. Um, Among the Stars, my favorite track on that one that stuck out the most. Actually, there's two. It was the one with Nipsey Hussle, Wrote to Myself, and then Let's Go, feature Project Pat. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. That one got me because usually when I listen to songs, it's kind of hard for me to vocalize. Like, I don't usually shout, but that one I was like, yeah, yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that one hyped me up real lot. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so I appreciate Project Pat for that because and I honor the fact that he has found his place in his spirituality or whatever. So you notice there ain't no cussing on there.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But I have no problem with that anyway. I read a lot. So I got double entendres for days. So I can rap it fast, spit it slow, and they'll give you the metaphors and that. But the overall track was just so much fun. They wonder how I do it. Independent sons in the stand on bit of let's go. Everybody leader to the time to be a leader. So let's go. It was
Oh
really just
yeah.
that anthem, you know what I'm saying? So it was
Mm-hmm.
just like, yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you may not, it's I know I got a lot of cracks and missing jewels in my crown, but I wear it well. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to it, so especially coming off the Mac Dre verse, a lot of those things I manifested from standing on business. Like when I was talking on, E40, rest in peace to Mac Dre, E40, your legend, he hold it down. Like, the thing, the opportunity came up to work with that estate and Mac Dre, and I was just so excited. And when I got it back, I was like, I never heard this one before. Oh, let me go because
Right.
I did poetry and rapped on that Mac Dre intro. So I
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
you to be captivated from the jump, and then had to slide Project Pat in there and be like, they're gonna listen to the rest of the album after these two, And that Nipsey Hussle, of course, that was dear to me because, crazy that man died like the way he did, but I just love Nipsey Hussle messaging and stuff and just his whole demeanor. But I had to get busy, bring my best on one of my best verses on it. I feel like when a lot of people think the one with Red and Method Man is one of my best verses. Shouts out to Face the Misfit, but that Nipsey Hussle track mean the world to me on there. That's definitely my favorite track on the entire Among the Stars album.
Okay, that's what's up.
That and
And
Mac Dre.
I like Broke Game featuring Gucci Mane. That's fire. I like that.
Oh, Broke Game with Gucci.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that hook is fire.
Oh, so much drip, baby, come. So yeah, baby, come.
Yeah.
So it gave me a chance to really. It gave me a chance. Among the Stars really just gave me a chance to write songs on a elite level. You know what I'm saying? Like if you if they put it out and it was featuring me, you'd be like, that sound like a Nipsey. That sound like, you know what I'm saying? That Project Pat song sound like a old man. You know what I'm saying? That Mac Dre. So like each song, I wanted you to feel like, you know, even with shouts out to Tali with I Love You Music with Snoop Dogg, that sounds like a G-Funk era type. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got that Pac feel, that American Most Wanted feel on it. So I just wanted to show I can really go from west to east, even with Tuck Your Pride, homie. You ain't ready to die. You know what I'm saying? So they give that boom bap old East Coast feel, keep it original, and just let us know like I didn't cover the whole compass. You know, I didn't cover the whole compass. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm missing is the Midwest. No. You know, that's it.
So, with that statement, do you have any plans? Are you able to say Midwest artists that we might see on the next one?
I reached out.
Giving a hint, boom, boom, boom. Crazy Bone gonna be here in December. I know that.
Yeah. So I reached out to Summer Walker. So we waiting to see if they can listen. I'm reaching for the star. I aim at the moon, hit a star. So if I get that back, Dirk. I did all that before the prison stuff. Who else? Jesus, Gates. I got Gates. I had Gates before as well. So the Therapy album was done last year. Therapy album was done last year. So we got some features. Hopefully, you know, they sign on there, they sign off on there, and we can get that finish getting everything clear. So that was pretty much it for I got who else? I got one with Thugger. I got one with Young Thug.
Okay.
Yeah, I got one with Thug on there, so it's cool. I mean,
you think about putting any of those other singles? Some of the ones you mentioned, some of the ones from Therapy, or have you thought about?
No, I'm gonna drop them all as projects. I'm not like the new artists they're trying to get on, so everybody drop singles to see where hit. I'm giving you full plates and get you full all at one time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna die empty, pretty much. I'm empty the entire clip. And if I got some stuff out there that haven't been released, well, I'll go through the catalog and put it on the lost tapes or something. But that's pretty much it. But Let Me Vent 4, I did the like I said, DJ Payne won the King Federo, got production on that one, and then Post-Traumatic Love Disorder, you know what I'm saying, giving a Mobile, Alabama sound that like that No Cap and Rollo feel, just to test myself. I feel like that music, that sound can display the feeling of post-traumatic love disorder, you know what I'm saying? And I can deliver it with, you know what I'm saying, with that vibe I'm going for. And yeah, so, and then there's the Poetry album. I guess I'll get started on that tonight.
Okay.
It's gonna be 10 tracks. It's gonna be 10 tracks because of it's year 10.
Yeah, no, that's all they were 10. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all celebrate that year 10. Okay. I like that.
So yeah.
And I did want to ask, because like with all of these projects going out, you know, and then also you have the trending topics, and you just mentioned the Young Thug and all that stuff. Have you had to go back or thought about going back to any of these projects that you have, like, oh, I have this song, maybe I could, you know, change up this verse to, you know, to coincide with what's just happened, or you just keep it all?
I just keep it like it is. It's just like, yeah, and I try to do it with a modest touch, but when you're blessed with the modest touch, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. So, but yeah, so we if I have to go back and clean something up, if I like what I said right there, I had to go back and clean it up. I'll go record and clean it up or whatever. But besides just like changing concepts and different things of that nature, no, because I believe in my ability, you know what I'm saying? Because I practice every day. I practice mixing every day. I practice rapping every day. I practice new cadence every day. I practice syllable rapping every day. I practice double entendres, new words, put them in sentence and make them. I practice literally every day. Not because I got to. It's just I walk around and it just constantly up
It's in
here.
your
Sometimes
head. Yeah.
like I did one today. It was dealing with a love song. It's like when I try to get understanding, you find a way to escape. So I'm following the traces of your lipstick. How did I miss this? You know what I'm saying? Just little schemes. I'm like, I put that in there. So
Okay.
it ain't on nothing yet, but it may be
Mhm.
today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
just constantly jotting ideas down and stuff of that nature. So it just I don't know. It just I don't think about going back and redoing it.
Okay. Well, I know we sat and talked for a minute. I know I don't take any more of your time, but I do want to
I
ask
blocked this out for you. Like I said, you can
you.
ask me
Appreciate
anything. I'm
that.
an open book, so it's whatever. It's whatever you want to shoot and ask. I'm an open book, so this the point of me just getting preparing for the December release too. So this that
Yeah.
transparent vulnerability time. So you better ask me now.
Right. Right. Um. Well, I mean, out of all of the projects that you did so far this year, well, I guess even the ones that are not out yet, what would you say is your personal favorite album out of all of
My
them?
personal favorite album is "You Too Old to Be Rapping." It was just such a
Okay.
fun album to do, and they got
Uh-huh.
some hella fire bops on there. And a lot of times, when I'm not writing for somebody else or produce for somebody else, I don't really get to write myself singles because I'm always just pouring my inner thoughts. But on this one, like, you got You Too Old, like when You Too Old to Be Rapping first come on, that intro is crazy. That fire in the water,
Yeah.
crazy. And it
Yeah.
just sets the tone for the album, how you going. You too old to be rapping, turn the lights down low. Then you have Income, the only outcome. Soul Survivor. It's just a grown man's album. Gentleman is on there. Oh my goodness. Comma. So you just really it's just the whole concept of
Yeah.
the album was
Yeah.
just I'm giving you old music, I guess, mature music, and and I just had so much fun doing it. And of course, the competitiveness of Among the Stars was just I had to prove to myself, if anything, like I'm not second guess. I'm gonna murder everybody when it comes to that. So yeah, among You Too Old to Be Rapping is my favorite album out there for. Believe it or not, it's
Okay.
like, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That was a really good album.
Thank
That's a really
you.
good album.
Which
Okay.
one was your favorite album out there for?
Um, my favorite out the four was Among the Stars.
Okay, bad. Dope,
'Cause,
dope.
yeah, some of the tracks I had mentioned. There's some others. I wrote like a whole list of them down that I like out of each album. So I liked, something from all of them, but I would say that album had the most tracks that I liked off of that
Definitely.
album.
And shouts
And
out, and I appreciate you guys for getting me on your playlist. I get a notification every time you guys add me. So you remember
okay, cool.
I think I told you offline a couple years ago. I'm like, yo, Spotify has verified you guys, and so when
Yeah,
you add to the list and the chart rankings and stuff for the nature, it notified me through soundcharts.com. And
that's
so
what's up.
it shows me
Yeah, and we have like a whole bunch more now, so we have to register all the playlists because I know we're a little behind on registering some of them, but that's good to know. I'm glad
yeah,
you get
yeah.
that
So
notification.
y'all check out y'all soundcharts.com, look at your playlist in there, and you see that the home base productions, you see that them playlists that they representing from San Antonio. Y'all make sure y'all let her know, show us some love. A matter of fact, I'm gonna go show some screenshots. I'm gonna take some screenshots and I'll tag you when I'm on Facebook. Or I'll make a reel out of it for you so that you can see that you legitly be on there killing on the big charts. You
Okay.
on Chart Matrix, you on Chart Matrix, you on chart sound charts. Those are the two things the
Yeah.
industry use. And then um just to check to see like how often it takes for my press release up there. I think you went back and made a correction and you back up that year, but when it
Yeah.
just said that Legacy City is the first artist in San Antonio to drop 4 albums, and by making history, it pulled you guys up first. You know what I'm saying? So it's legitly y'all doing y'all thing for the media, for it being
Yeah, that's one
publication.
thing
So
we try to do. Make sure, because I be working on the SEO stuff and all that, and what's crazy that the darn AI, the Google AI, it trains off of darn Instagram, Facebook. I'm like,
Yeah,
you see a
it
lot of
pulls y'all
incorrect
guys
stuff
right
in
up.
there
It made
too.
me feel
Yeah,
good, man. It's
that's
you know,
good.
I ain't gonna lie. I did feel some. I do feel some type of way, like, oh, y'all don't see that. Y'all don't want to match the work. Y'all don't want to. Oh, I bet. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I didn't even know you wrote. I just happened to go on Instagram. You popped up. I'm like, oh, you know, I
Oh,
talked about you on the radio last Monday. Like, you be in tune with it. You broke the news of my album debuting, and then this time you did it again. So it just like, you know, it's like I gotta get Street Legends. We gotta get y'all like a media trophy or something from Street Legends.
oh,
Probably need to get y'all a
appreciate
Grammy or something. Yeah,
that.
yeah. Then
Appreciate
we're gonna
that.
we're gonna get you. I'm a Wednesday. Uh, what you wanted up on? You want it on home base production? Want me to present it to home base? Who you want me to give it to?
I mean,
What you
I mean,
blushing for?
home base promotions, because that's the parent. But I appreciate that. Appreciate that. That's what's
Yeah, so
up.
we'll definitely have that delivered to you by Wednesday. Mark my words.
Okay, thank you.
Street Legend
Appreciate that.
presents, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. We appreciate the love that you have shown. That you have shown me as well. And I definitely appreciate you. I don't know why I rank on your top 10, top 25 as an MC and producer yet, but one day I'll get on somebody's list. I
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
mean, so
But
definitely.
yeah, I do also want to ask, because
Go ahead.
I like to keep the interview about the artist, but at the same time, you're in
Yeah,
San
talk to me.
Antonio, and I am curious about like who some of your favorite San Antonio artists are.
Um, I like Cheddar. I like Cheddar. I like Cheddar and I like Cheddar and King Cobra together. Like
Oh
they
yeah, they're tight together.
when
Yeah,
they together, man, man, it's like I don't know. They they become like what's them people on the Dragon Balls? They get them boys go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I just talked to King Cobra. I like his whole new movement. You know, if you listen to his latest music, he ain't cussing in nothing. Him and they're not cussing in nothing.
nice, nice.
They on a Method Man type flow. You know what I'm saying? Of course, who else I like? I like Mike Dimes. I like Unique Red. I like Yoda. I like Kevin, what Kevin doing. As an MC, I love Flu as an MC. And Flu has one of the most classic lines. He has some classic lines. I like Flu. I like Slim Biggie. I say the name right. But I like KG whole, like KG got that old Southern playalistic swag about him. You know what I'm
He
saying?
does, he does.
I like IQ. IQ to me is the Nas of San Antonio. I love IQ. IQ the boy
Okay,
the rap.
that's compliment.
Of course, like the whole package. Like if I look at him and he's out of here. AJ Stacks, the Holy Money movement, the bars overall. You know, I'm not being biased. AJ just he more marketable than me. He more marketable than me. You know what I'm saying? And he raps, and I love everything about him. Who else?
Be on it.
Um, I like how Mexico moving. Like Mexico's moving. I like how he's moving. He's putting his team on, getting in position. You can see he growing and learning. He like, oh, now he's starting to play chess a little bit.
Yeah,
Um,
he's definitely learning.
yeah, he learning to play chess. I love it. See who else? I can name so many rappers. What's my boy? To me, he's one of the most. I don't think he's more underrated than me, but he's definitely good. Got good music. AMB Easy. I think AMB Easy is the most consistent and most underrated, and he can put out bangers. You know, I just think he's underrated. I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
this kid, not kid. Sorry, I don't want to disrespect anybody. PC the kid. He's very diverse. I'm like, oh, that boy got
yeah,
skills. See, as you can tell, even though I'm
yeah. You
quiet,
can, yeah, yeah.
I'm in tune with the city. So for
You
us,
really are.
I can't forget my dog. I love Tiny Toons. Tiny Toon does his thing. I think I said Unique Red. I'm gonna tell you who else
Yeah.
people need to watch and see. T Prince. T Prince is cold. T Prince is cold. It's a female artist. T Prince Cole. Believe it or not, Bell is one of the. That girl can rap as well, sing and rap. She's definitely a dual threat that I see and I like listening to. G Swings is a Latino rapper. She dope. Got to work with her, so I was picking with her music. She's pretty much doing her thing. So I know a lot of rappers that I real deal with. I like Paul. I want to call him by his first name. I like High Strong's movement as well. I like his sound. Um, I like he has that commercial success that you know what I'm saying. You can bottle up. When it's time, he'll turn it into an ebook and get residuals off of that. You know what I'm saying? Man, I can go on and on. Old school rappers, older rappers. Can't forget about my boy Star. Star been doing his thing, man, and consistently dropping them single, Mr. Google Me, as well. Eastside Fish. No, I never met him, but rock out with his music heavy. Checkmate. I like him. Who else? I can go all day, man. It's just
I mean, you
you
get a
gotta
lot of
understand.
shout-outs. You get a lot
I
of shout-outs.
listen
Yeah,
because I go buy everybody's music. I buy everybody's music and I listen to everybody's music. You know what I'm saying? I listen to everybody's music. You know, so I can keep going and tell you and that even the people that I may have forgotten, I come back. Oh, what about that? Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So, it was this guy, man. He was a Latino rapper. Then what's his name? This dude was popping when I first got out here. Oh my God. I'm gonna
I'm not
remember
gonna
his
give
name.
no
He,
hints.
he,
I'm
used-
not gonna
he,
give no hints.
he used
Don't
to
know
own
who.
he used to own a printing shop, a shirt printing shop.
Uh,
He used to own a printing shop.
I'm blank right now.
Yeah. Then of course I love
I think I know he's talking about. I'm just blank. But yeah.
yeah. I love the OGs, man. Like Sosa. I love Sosa. Sosa is one of my favorites up there too. I love Sosa. I like Sosa. I remember being in true story. You can look this guy name up. His name is David Hernandez. He's from here, but he lives in El Paso, Texas. He used to be a film director, a movie videographer. I was in El Paso, Texas, and they had Sosa jumping down there. And Sosa came down there and shot a music video back there. Back then, that was like 2012. So I was on him. I like Texas Finest. I got a song with one of the brothers from Texas Finest. You know, it's a definitely rock with Texas Finest heavy. I like Live Ola as well. And a lot of these people I haven't met. I just go buy their music. You know what I'm saying? Just to be in tune with what's going on. So a lot of these people, man, that I really, really rock with heavy. I like their music. And, you know what I'm saying? And shouts out to their engineers, man. Their engineers been killing. Their engineers are dope. And I like Lil Yoda and Kevin G, KG's.
Kevin McGee. Yeah.
Yes, like them. I like to see rappers both hot. They taking a prime flame and putting it together and they running. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see I've been saying this for years, and Tiny Toons will tell you. A matter of fact, my first big production was Tiny Toon and this artist named Tyler Starks called Purple Cadillacs. And I had them being played and spent all over Austin on the radio station. But I desire Tiny Toons and Lil Yoda to do an album together. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. Who else I like as an MC? I like Topia Black really has came into his own as well. I seen him in performing, you know what I'm saying? Not because I produce his music, but even when I was there, I'm like, oh, he's rapping. He's rapping. Oxalite, they rapping. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people that I really, really like out here. I didn't name damn near everybody in the city, right? So
you named a whole bunch of them.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, I haven't met a lot of people personally, but I know my dollar goes into their pocket because I buy from iTunes when that album comes out, and I make sure I buy from them when they goes out, whether they ever know it or not. So
that's what's up.
I definitely rock out with them. You know what I mean? And I know I forgot somebody. I'm gonna look at my phone and be like, ah.
I mean, I'm sure they appreciate you, and we're gonna definitely make sure we let them know for real. Because I think a lot of artists, they especially like on these platforms, because you get so many different people from all over the world that follow, and like you don't actually. I think most artists do not keep up with their stats or anything to like actually find out where people are actually supporting them from, you know. And that's one thing I definitely study that, and it's really interesting when you find that out. But I'm sure they'll definitely appreciate the fact that you you've been supporting them.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I do reverse marketing. Like I said, those websites, I go to those websites and I find out where I'm popping at and doing. It's a UK radio station that keep all my music in rotation, so I make sure I market over there. Make sure I market in Finland and stuff of that nature. So I mean, when it comes, it comes. I remember when I was hitting the charts in Africa and hitting the charts in the UK, and they were like, "Well, it ain't in America, then it's fake." Oh,
that's silly. That's real silly.
This is what y'all doing. Oh, then I got the inboxes. So I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens.
Oh, they bold inboxing it. Ooh, that's real
they
bold.
inboxed me. They was doing it subtle by showing me what a guy had said. And I was like, okay, bet. So when April 26th hit 2024, doing the Kendrick and Drake beef, you know, somebody had the #1 album in the country. But hey, we don't call no names. In America.
Yeah, in America.
In America. So yeah.
Great
so
insight.
Yeah, talk to me.
Yeah. But I mean, again, you know, I really appreciate the fact that you took the time out to be on the show with us today. Yeah. Don, he had let us know early on.
Yeah, it's cool. We'll catch up. Tell him he got to give me a one-on-one interview. He owed me a one-on-one interview.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let him know.
I'm gonna let him know.
Let him know he owe me. Mr. New York owe me a one-on-one.
But if you can, oh yeah, I want to ask you real quick before we go. What did you think about the Cardi B album and the Young Thug album? First,
Cardi B. I listened to it, slided through it. I like it on there. You can hear her personality on there. Like you can hear Cardi's personality on there. The writers did a good job putting it together. You know, I think everybody played their part into it. Young Thug's album was a little different than where his sound, you could tell sonically he's trying to go somewhere else. And I think coming out of the situation it was the perfect time to try sonically sound. You know what I'm saying? And you can ride the momentum of everything that you got. So even when you miss, you still hit. That makes sense?
Yeah. So I agree on that sound. Yeah, I agree.
So I definitely like the fact that him and YF and Lucci, who has a classic album. Have you heard Lucci's album?
I haven't heard his whole album.
YF and Lucci album's crazy. But I like the fact that him and Young Thug squashed that bull crap, and you know that What Up Jesus and the other track on Lucci's album. I like to see them together. That was pretty dope. So to see that happen, that's my biggest takeaway from that. They put everything to the side after going through what they went through and came on the track and did what they did. You know what I'm saying? I wish somebody say something. Send my boy Rich Homie Quan a shout out or something. You know what I'm saying? He was very instrumental with both of you guys. You know what I mean? So I just feel he deserved that.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I definitely wanted to hear what you thought about that. But if you can remind everybody where to find you, where to find your music, your socials.
Yeah, CEO_legacy_city on Instagram, Cedric Bellamy on Facebook, Legacy City on YouTube. I'm just rebuilding my YouTube page up. So give me about 6 months. I'll post all my little videos I'll be doing. You know, I started shooting little videos inside of my office, the performing office videos. So I'll put all those on there. And hopefully I get me a little 100,000 plaque. Y'all come and rock out with me. So I'm building that up. And then the main thing is streetlegionnationradio@gmail.com for those who want to put their music out there. And streetlegionnationtv@gmail.com for those who want to put their movie in. We're about to make a big announcement with that. Well, I can do it here. Exclusive. Street Legion Nation TV will be joining forces with Tan TV for the TV network. So that means all the content will be no longer on Roku. It's going to be on Roku, Apple TV, Spotify. I'm not Spotify, but Fire Stick. I think Amazon Prime. So now we got it in enlarged. So all the independent music videos, all the Rep My Block episodes can now go on there. And now they are on Apple Music. They will be on Apple Music. They will be on Amazon. They will be on Fire Stick. They will be on these bigger platforms as well. So now we're bringing the independent artists global on all these big platforms. So that's the merge of That right there. So y'all heard it here first. Street Legend Nation TV is joining forces with Tan TV and bringing a bigger audience and more content to Tan TV. And Tan TV is bringing a bigger audience to all the independent artists. Those are the type of moves I'll be making. You feel me?
Amazing.
That's a lot of time. So look, so rep my block. Y'all make sure y'all give me 10 episodes so I can make sure y'all get season 1, season 2, season 3. You know what I'm saying? So we can make sure they get done. So everybody, all the platforms, man, listen. I don't care. Out of respect, I'm not gonna name drop, but all the platforms that got platforms like this, let's do it, man. Let's just, y'all need to get together. When an artist drop, all these platforms like Rep My Block and everybody else, y'all need to make a rollout layout. And the artist got to go through all y'all to do interviews, like a rollout. They go hit every radio station, every podcast. Y'all are the new shit. Y'all are our Breakfast Club down here, man. We need y'all for real. We need y'all. Y'all are important, man. And I can't speak for the other artists, but I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Even if I haven't been on your platform, I still appreciate y'all, man, on everything. Y'all doing y'all thing. And I salute y'all.
Yeah, shout out to everybody, you know, because there are a lot of platforms doing their thing big time. And that rollout, that'd be nice. I mean, I think everybody has their own way of doing things and not everybody wants to link up. But the fact that, you know, I think it's really, it comes down, it's up to the artist, you know, at the end of the day, because that's up to the artists to like, because they really could do that. I've seen a few artists do their own, you know, the rollout. Really, like media-wise, media really don't.
Let me tell you who has the best. I'm gonna tell you who has the best rollout. And once again, and the people gonna be like, "Oh, he jock riding." I rather show love than be a hater any day. But AJ Stack's rollouts are second to none. AJ hits every blog, every podcast, and then his cinema IQ, the way he films it and put it together, that shit is like a movie every time. I'd be like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? He's killing it, you know what I'm saying? So
yes, he really does.
AJ is a walking movie, man. So AJ Stacks, his whole team, their whole, like I said, Money's Management and BOA and all, man, like that, they stepping how they repping how they stepping. Like I feel like AJ has the best rollout every time of any artist I have seen in San Antonio. Oh yeah, shouts out. I like Lambo Warren when he get down. You know, Lambo like to squat and rap when he in his music videos. He has his little signature. You know what I'm saying? You know, so shouts out. You know what I'm saying? Him and Kylie and all them that top, they doing their thing. So I definitely, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? He's funny as well. He's a trip too, but don't nobody touch AJ Stack's rollout. And
his last rollout, I was like, woo, that's nice. Yeah.
Hey,
I thought that was definitely very professional. I like how they did that for sure.
Him and his sons, and like I said, his whole team, man, they, you know, like he's second to none. And I'm gonna say something a lot of people gonna be upset about, and I said this a while back. Besides Texas Finest, because they OGs, right? But when I got here and got with them, I didn't see rappers wearing jewelry like AJ Stacks until AJ just put it in their face. Yeah. I didn't see it like that. Multiple chains. That's just me though.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. And I had stopped going to some of the venues for a minute, so I can't really speak on it. But that's an interesting. Yeah, so
you go back and check out Arm Out the Window or check out the stuff AJ always kept him from jewelry. Like, I mean, they shot my video for Perfect Timing. In the video, I jokingly be like, "Hey, can I wear one of your chains in the video?" You know, just comment, you know. But but he has by far, to me, the best rollouts that I've been seeing consecutively in the last couple of years, and he do not be playing. Them rollouts be epic.
Nice.
Well, so shouts out to him, man. Shouts out to Stacks on that. So that's one thing I need to step my game up and learn from them. Stop being lazy with the rollouts and go rap somewhere. Yes, ma'am.
Well, again, thank you so much for being on the show with us today. And I'm looking forward to your next drops, your next projects. I'm really excited to, And thank you for giving us that exclusive Street Legion
Yes.
Nation. It's
Yeah.
joining forces with 10 TV, y'all. That's major.
Yeah, man.
Thank you
Yeah,
for giving
definitely,
us that
definitely.
exclusive. Yes.
Definitely. So they're gonna be epic. So thank you guys once again. Thank everybody that rocks with me. Thank you, Applause Management, for your investment in me. Shouts out to Will Flux. Shouts out to the Street Legend team. Shouts out to Flunk the Gift, FTG Records, business partner as well. Shouts out to Tan TV on the New for the Business. And shouts out to Pastor Mashawn and the Thugging for Christ and for taking on the mentorship of these young men that age out of foster care. It takes a lot, you know what I'm saying? And shouts out to Rep My Block, man. Y'all doing y'all thing for being, solidified in Spotify eyes and getting those verifications and putting us on and, writing us and keeping the hip hop culture alive here in San Antonio. Shouts out to, the whole
Thank
culture as a whole, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, man.
Y'all make sure y'all check out Legacy City everywhere. He's streaming on all platforms. He's doing his thing majorly. And if you don't know, now you know. Y'all have a great one. And have a good one. Peace.
Yeah.